This is the 5th fuselage section. It's about half the size of the others. I have chosen to print it with support. The back of it's the back of the motor mount. There's another motor mount I'm going to print in carbon fiber PLA that'll affix to this motor area. So this isn't the actual motor mount. So I want that down on the build plate, because if I don't put it down on the build plate, this whole inside is going to be full of support to support that. I just don't want that. But by doing that, the trailing edge of the V-tails is off the bed about a ½ inch, and that not print without support. So just went ahead and printed it with support. You might also see that, if you can see all the little white dots, that means I randomized the seam on this one by setting this option to randomize seam instead of letting it do it, which will put it all on that right side, I believe, on this piece too. I think the front one was on the left side. I don't know. I haven't looked at them closely. It takes a little bit to slice these. So this is the last piece. Oh, it's cool. You can see the holes. Kind of an x-ray view here. So that back part's going to be fairly thick. So lots of layers there. That's good. Like I say, I'll be fixing a carbon fiber PLA motor mount to that. So this is without that seam randomized, and you can see what's going to happen with it. So I'm going to start randomizing that seam. So this is what we're starting to print now, and you can see it's supposed to take just over 14 hours. So it was started about 10:30 actually, in truth. So 14 hours, 10:30 plus 2, 12:30 tomorrow. So. And there's the last fuselage piece starting to print. It will only take 14 hours. It's 10:25 here, so about 2 o'clock tomorrow should finish this print. This one is, I think, less than half as tall as the about half as tall as the 3 large sections I printed. That's why it's not going to take as long. And off it goes printing. I forgot, this is the motor side down, so this is going to be the smallest part of the fuselage. And it will kind of grow as it comes up from this. So 14 hours from now, we'll have our complete fuselage printed out. Oops. I took my eyes off of it just a second and it finished. So let's get it off the build surface and over here and look at it on the bench. And there's the 5th part. Again, the printer printed outstandingly. And I randomized the seam, so I don't have that problem in this one at all. Still have some cleanup work to do on it. This one, because of the support, kind of printed a little wild, but as you can see, every surface is great on this one. Inside's a little screwed up with the support, but I'll have to clean that up. You notice I've been hiding this surface right here from you, because when I was breaking the support off the back right here, this little triangle right there of the actual print pulled out with the support. So I may have to print this one again. But look at the way it printed hiding that seam. I don't even see any of the dots anymore. So the whole thing probably, in my opinion, should be printed with that seam randomized. Again, this isn't a seam here. This is where the support stuck to it. So that's the 5th fuselage part. You can see on the table, I put the carbon fiber rods through that part. I'm probably going to print these 2 over again. Very, very likely. And this 5th piece weighs 23 grams. Probably should weigh 24, see? If this piece was still contained with it. So we'll say 23, 24 grams. Let's see what the whole thing weighs real quick. And there's the whole fuselage, 234 grams. Boy, I'm going to trip over a table trying to back up enough to get this in the video. Whoops. And I'm blocked from going any further to the right because of a toolbox and a wall. So 2 of those pieces I'm probably going to reprint. But I'm going to start working with these just to get my feet wet on what's going on here with sanding and gluing. So towards that goal of properly sanding and fitting these pieces together, I got a bunch of sandpaper. It goes from a 120 grit to 150, 180, 220, 240, 320, 400, 800. Got a lot of 800 in there. 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 grit, 3,000 grit, and these are actually 5,000. Boy, that's probably the one I need to use so I don't do much damage. I doubt I'll be using the 120 on this foam, but I think I've got the proper grits in there to figure out what the proper sanding technique is for this lightweight PLA. It is just really unique stuff. Right, guys, thank you.